Alright, welcome everybody to the review for Assassin's Creed 2. If you have not been, if you have not watched a review for the channel, I essentially kind of give it a rating out of 10, which I don't tend to like to do, but I don't know a better way to do it. I then talk through 4 different things for the game, so story, world, gameplay, and quality, and I kind of talk through them a little bit and kind of tell you what I thought about the game without giving any spoilers. So yeah, let's get into it. So for Assassin's Creed 2, this is a very nostalgic game for me. I grew up with this one. I actually started with Brotherhood and then went back to Assassin's Creed 2, but it was fantastic. I give it a 9 to a 9.5 out of 10. There are a couple of points off due to just old game jank, which you really can't get around, but you know, rating this in 2025 as compared to when it came out in like 2000 something. I don't know exactly what date it was, but it was either mid 2000. It wasn't even 2010s yet, so it's been well over 15 years. Now, as proof of doing 100% playthrough, I'm showing you the DNA thing. The filled in boxes is basically that we did it. Now, the only difference, or the only thing that we're technically missing, is some secret locations, which I looked these up. These are Templar layers that I apparently do not have access to for whatever reason. I don't know if they're DLC stuff that I just can't buy anymore or anything. I can't find it on Uplay Plus, so, or I can't find it on Uplay itself. So we're just gonna have to skip these. I apologize, but I would also like to do them. I just can't find them anywhere. Otherwise, we got all the feathers, handed those in, all the raises, assassinations, your missions, and all of the treasures I kind of did by myself as well. I didn't really show too much of that.
Salute, Claudia.
But
you here to look at the book?
I did do most of it off camera, mainly because it's kind of boring. And then also, you can see completion is 100%. So all the shops and renovations and collections and equipment are all done. You have to buy all the paintings, all the seals returned to the vault, all the models collected in the villa, and then all portraits of targets collected, which is basically just finishing the game, essentially. Buy all the weapons and armor and all that good stuff. So we did all that. Now, we're actually talking about the game itself. The story I found to be pretty fantastic, engaging, and nostalgic. It wasn't too long and it wasn't too short, but it was a lot of cool missions and world building, and there was a ton of characters and storylines that all kind of meet up as time goes on. And piecing together the main story was, I found, to be really well done, bridging the, you know, going back to Italy, you know, Florence and Venice, to modern day stuff. I found to be a really good mixture of things. The world I found to be really great for such an old game. One of the downsides was that there's lots of repetitive buildings, such as like viewpoints. A lot of them are just the exact same thing over and over and over again. But then again, like, it's an old game. It was a lot easier to do that, get a game out, rather than it took a lot longer for them to make buildings than it does today. So I give them the benefit of the doubt there. All of the different locations, so like Forlì, Monteriggioni, Florence, Venice, and I know Tuscany, I believe, are the 5, and I guess the Mountain Pass is technically one as well. All of them felt totally different. So if you were in one, you kind of knew that it was different from the other. You knew which one you were in, which I always find to be fantastic. The gameplay was surprisingly not bad for an old game like this. It was, I mean, there's some obvious jank with, like, parkour can be super wonky at times, but overall it played really, really well. The view of guards, so like their eyesight, their eye line, can be a little frustrating at times, and even though you like learn to deal with it, the more you play with it, their peripheral vision is incredible. It is just crazy. Now, last thing, the quality. I did use a reshader mod, which is in the description below. I think it's like Eagle Eye mod, something like that. Eagle Vision, I don't know. Eagle mod, something, I don't know. But I did use that to make it look a little bit better. But I think overall it held up pretty well. Like, it definitely looks old, but for the most part, it did really well. The quality was really good. Voice acting was good. I wouldn't say it's on par with like Uncharted or anything like that, but the voice acting was definitely good. And I found the cutscenes were pretty old school, but there's, I mean, nothing wrong with that. They don't have to go above and beyond like they do in today's games, where they might be a little too much almost. A lot of them play like a movie. This one definitely plays like a game, and I feel like that's just a huge... I don't know. I kind of miss old cutscenes kind of being like that, to be honest. But overall, absolutely love this game. Next game we have on the agenda is Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood, which just follows directly after this game. And we are going to be working on wrapping up Ezio's story. So, if you have not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. We have a lot going on the channel, and we are just getting started. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, whatever it is, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.